and welcome to Angel Heart Radio. My name is Tibet and I'm your host today. And actually, this is my last day of being a host today on Angel Heart Radio. I know I'll get to come back on, but this is my last day, and here to talk about how to keep your light bright in this world. And Anaya was to come on with me, but something came up last minute, so she actually had to deal with it. So I'll get on with her another time on the show, which will be fun. So it's me today, and I hope that you have some questions as we talk about this. I'm just getting everything up here. So we have a comment section, so I'd love to hear if there's any questions that you have about this subject. Please put them in there and I'll talk about it with you. So, how do you keep your light bright in today's world? Everything that happens to us is trying to get us in more alignment with who we really are. And that's the goal of our lives. Who are we really? And sometimes, hi, Pity, hi, Naya. It can be very challenging at times. We put ourselves in challenging positions. Our soul does. Our soul loves to do that with us, but it's for our highest good. And you've got to keep that in mind no matter what happens. But sometimes, especially if you look on a soul level, being here quite a number of times, having different lives here, it feels tiring, it feels hard. And it's like you lose that energy. So we are actually born with infinite energy, although, gravity has a play in, helping us age and do different things, but our emotions and all sorts of things can help dampen that. So learning to realize that we have an infinite energy source within us, it's that sacred light that's on fire all the time. And it's up to us to realize that and keep it alive and even make it stronger no matter what our circumstances. So that's the true challenge of mastering life here on earth. So all of us, I've been challenged, I know Anae is being challenged, we all have been challenged. So there are ways to help yourself that will help you along the way to keep your energy up and even expand it. So some of the things you can do, firstly, understanding to love yourself first is a big thing. And that's a big picture thing. It's like, oh yeah, just tell you to love yourself, but there's steps to that and understanding what's in the way of that. So finding your true self and what your purpose is in this life, and what gives you joy, number one, that will lift your energy. Finding that joy will always do that for you. And, your higher self spirit is joyful. So whatever you can do, keep doing, watch funny things, listen to funny things, whatever you can do that gives you that great belly laugh that will actually help you let go of some heavy emotions, which will aid you and dampen that fire. It doesn't mean everything can be sunshine and light all the time, but even in the darkest times, there can be that humor you can find in a difficult situation. Even finding that will help you. So, yes, and living by your own values. And you've got to know what your values are so you can align to them and then find a purpose for yourself. So it takes time to go in and just find out what your true values are in life. That will certainly help you lift your energy, feel lighter, and put you on a track where you feel like it's satisfying, it gives you joy, it's something you love. Love is the key, of course, with everything. So take the time when you can. There's lots of different ways to find out what your values are, but you need to take the time to do that. So I would encourage you all to take that time and find out what your values are, because it will certainly point you, and it can be surprising what you value the most. It's what you put your attention to, and other things you leave behind, you'll avoid doing. Or, like for me, we all have strengths and weaknesses, and that's okay. It's not right or wrong or anything like that. There is no right or wrong. But, there's some areas of my life that I don't enjoy doing, or because I don't understand it as well, or I'm not as skilled, so I will avoid doing those bits. But that means you have to get help with those areas. It's not that you can just forget about them, but you just need help. But there's certain things, my art is, and this work, of course, doing the spiritual work, but the art, of course, is a big thing. I can see myself as a starving artist one life, oh, I need this pencil, or I need this paint, but I don't need that food. So it's something that just drives you, that it's not even driving, but it's a love, it's a focus. So find out. So the artistic world for me, the creative world, the spiritual world, they're my strongest values. The rest are important, even my family, all that, but these are very important. So understand that, and that will help you keep your light up, because you're loving what you do, and it can add value to the world, to your own life, but to others. And there's nothing better than that. That's what we're all here to do, and realize we're all connected in that way. So that's all these areas, take time to go into, but it's certainly worth your while to do it. Now, of course, meditation is a way to go within and find that light and all those values, get in touch with the heart, the self, not the logical mind so much, not the shoulds. It's what's in the heart and what the joy, what the love is. So meditation, even learning how to bring your fire up, your energy up, to energize you, your life force. Meditation can help you do that. There's many techniques that you can do to do that, and making it a daily practice, you will notice the difference. Yes, Pitty's saying allow time for your creativity, definitely. And creativity can come in all different forms. So it's expression, your own expression of what you love in this life, who you are. It will help that process, most definitely. And even if it's not something major, even just playing with creativity can help you get in touch with what you love most, or just even as a mental health activity to calm the mind, the doing mind, the chatty mind that won't stop, the worry mind. Doing something creative, even with your hands, will help you just bring that stillness and that focus into that joy more, that satisfaction that you really love. Hi, Diana is here as well. Hi, Diana. What else? Now, dealing with emotions and difficult situations, like this is a massive area, of course. But what you will do if you actually commit to yourself to doing this is you will lift your energy. I've seen in my work with people when they've been on the table or talking to them, when they've shifted, say just talking, if you've shifted a perception or an old belief that's no longer serving you, like something you've held on to, and suddenly can shift your perception. I've seen people's energy lift, their faces change, they're lighter. And also that's the same for a healing modality like energy work that I do. I've definitely seen people, they feel lighter because you're not carrying that heavy emotion, and emotions will weigh you down. It's energy, it's heavy energy. So the more you can free yourself and your life up from the guilt, the shame, whatever it is, the feeling over responsibility, that will drain your energy. And it can be tricky because sometimes it can hide. It will certainly hide in your conscious mind. So you have to do that deeper work to go underneath some of the feelings that are going on. Could be anger, could be all sorts of things. You have to go and find out the truth, and it's worth every minute of it. It may be uncomfortable, but what you will gain, you can't even put a value on it. Your life will be different, and it will take you on a different path, and it will create more harmony around you, and your heart will open, and that brings in so much more peace, abundance, all those things. Again, this is a process we go through in life. It's not like we're in a constant workshop. You're here to enjoy life and experience it. No matter what you're going through, we came to experience life in 3D. And some of these experiences are extreme, but you can't run away from them. We create everything that happens to us. And if you can accept that, sometimes it's not easy to accept. It's on a soul level, not on a conscious level. But we're here to experience it all. And we've asked for these experiences. We may not get the whole answer why, but we did. So dealing with challenging situations and emotions is priceless. And you just keep going, keep your focus on where you want to go, but also look at what needs to change in your life. And usually it's our belief systems, very deeply held belief systems, and our perception and our feelings of not worthiness or lack of deservability, lack of love, be it. So, yeah, I work on it every day. It doesn't change, because the more you go, you'll see more. But it's just a matter of observing. You go, oh, okay. Don't give yourself a hard time about it. Spirit would never give you, like in the world of spirit, there's love. There's not the judgment that we have here. It's taking that judgment away. It's compassion, it's love and acceptance. So just remember that. As I said, laughter is a great thing. I try and make myself find something that I really laugh, and a belly laugh is even better. And they say, you too? Yes, I know you too. A belly laugh is the best, because, you know, the way to let go of heavy emotions or even shift something is laughter, shaking, or crying. So sometimes you don't want to have to, you know, you don't have to cry about everything. So I will put an intention out. If I'm feeling flat about certain things, particular day, I will ask for that to be changed through laughter. And it happens. So you can choose which way. You can process that, you can shift that energy and step back and see a bigger picture. There's always a cosmic joke in everything that happens. Sometimes it may be hard to find, but it's there. And of course, you know, nature. Nature is one of the most amazing things to help you feel alive. Connecting with nature, and animals, of course, we all know animals just give so much love. That's why it's unconditional. That is why we love them so much, because they just keep giving back. And imagine if it's like it's unconditional, not even giving, they just are that. They don't have to try. Yeah, so anything to do with animals or nature that gives you that peace and that stillness, often in nature, without all the busy head stuff, that will also raise your life force energy, most definitely. Who doesn't feel different after a day in the forest, maybe at the beach, on the river? They all have their elements. You know, sometimes I used to, where I used to live, go out on a point, and on a windy day, a really windy day, right out where the waves were almost breaking, on this outcrop of rocks, the wind would be blowing, and I would ask the wind to blow away whatever I didn't want. And it felt so good, felt wonderful. You could feel the energy just vibrating around me. It was wonderful. And inside of me, of course. And then, you know, going to the river or a lake, where's that stillness, that beautiful stillness is there. And the forest is where you ground so much, and that stillness there, it's that, so you can connect. It'll give you that peace again and help that energy flow come up so much more. So, you know, nature always wins. You can't replace that. Definitely. What else have we got? And of course, energy healing. There's so many different modalities that can help you move the energy through you. It's not a, it's just, these help you align. It's like any blocks that you've put in there, unconsciously, of course, it will help you, the energy flow in your body so much more. I mean, there's pure energy work, there's massage, there's, gosh, Bowen, there's even chiropractic, acupuncture, so many one, and that's just a few. I know there's so many more. They will help that flow in your physical body, but it also will help release emotional blocks, because they get held in certain areas of the body and they will go to different places, the muscle tension. So just in that, find ways to nurture yourself with those energies. And as well, with that, the meditation you can use to move the energy in your body. And you will feel it. Dancing, of course, is another brilliant way. Tai Chi, Qigong, all ways to shift the energy. It's just the energy flow that we want. So the energy doesn't, the stuck energy moves. We just want movement, obviously in a gentle way. It doesn't have to be harsh or anything like that. Just keeping that energy flow going will help. Even if you're feeling, a bit low, taking yourself out, getting out, and just getting out of the house if you can, of course, because we've all been stuck inside, some more than others, and that is very difficult, obviously, when you can't get out into nature. So just moving helps your health and well-being so much, and bring back that light and that life force and that spark in the eyes that we all need. Oh, thank you, Anaya. Yes, the wind spirits help, definitely. And if you get out, I mean, I know windy days sometimes can make people cranky, a bit, and I've noticed that with kids, depending what time of year, but at the ocean with the wind, it's quite amazing when you use it in that way. So, yes. Yeah, of course, exercise, even walking is movement, and that will help shift the energy in your body and you feel so much better. The old-fashioned thing, I'll call it old-fashioned, used to be a thing, even sort of, I think, starting around the century, where you would always go, in English tradition, you would always go for a walk after dinner. So dinner would not just settle in your body. So even just a walk, anything to move your energy in, and remember how it feels when you get home after that walk. You feel more alive. You do. You feel more peaceful, more relaxed. And so the energy flow and your life force, again, will be stronger and more flowing. And just keeping that gentle movement up. That's why, Tai Chi, Qigong, they're not really fast movements. They're amazing, but they work. They know how it works on so many levels in the body and the organs. It's amazing. They were very smart people, obviously tapped in. And I know there's different traditions will do different things, obviously, but if you're looking for something gentle, these are amazing modalities to do, most definitely. Now, of course, not allowing yourself to burn out. This is a big one. I know I can get burnt out, and I have learned the hard way I have to learn to stop and really listen to my body, what it's saying, and how I'm dealing with things. I'm super sensitive, and that can have good and negative effects at times. So it teaches you how to live your life in a way that you can't live it like everyone else. And I'm sure there's huge amount of people doing the same thing. You just have to listen more and allow when to rest, when to move. It is the life, the energy. Life is sped up a lot, and we all feel it, whether consciously or unconsciously. And so there's always that having to do, need to do, got to do this. And it doesn't really help us in our life force. Anyone, doesn't matter who you are. You've got to learn to create that balance. I mean, the world needs to look at this differently. I don't know if, I'm sure the lesson of COVID is one of things people got out of that. They're deciding that life shouldn't be the way it was. How we're viewing it, to push all the time, is not how we were meant to live. And certainly not easy to live that way, nor is it fun, nor is it as enjoyable that it was meant to be. So finding, correct balance for you in your life will give you more life force to keep going, to be happy. So yes, sorry, Diana, I don't know why my screen is freezing. So I hope you can still hear me anyway. It will unfreeze. Yeah, we're just having a strange day today. Never mind. Of course, and that comes back to the next thing is, nurturing yourself. Great. It's fine at your NNA. Nurturing yourself, a lot of us, particularly women, we really have to learn how to nurture ourselves. We're always nurturing everyone. Yes, Mercury retrograde, there's the little glitches. Learning how to nurture ourselves. Again, that's a lesson that unless we're shown it early on, we take on those patterns of, again, as mothers or as women particularly, just have to put ourselves last, blah, blah, blah. The guilt, of doing things for ourselves. I mean, obviously you want it in balance. You don't want to be totally self-absorbed either. But again, it's that balance, and nurturing, always good at nurturing everyone else, but not ourselves. So finding ways to nurture yourself is a very important thing for every human being, not just women, men as well. They need to do that. I mean, true nurturing. I don't mean going down to the pub for drinking 10 beers or whatever. That's not really nurturing. It's, there's nothing wrong with going out, but it's understanding what true nurturing is, the true nurturing of your soul, of your mind and your emotions, and of your physical body. Your physical body needs to be acknowledged, that it's just showing you who you are by what happens to it. So, and that's what illness is about. Your body's trying to show you. It's not fighting you. It's not going against you. It's you going against it, if that makes sense. It's a whole system. It's a never-ending changing system. And if you learn how to talk to it and give it love and respect and recognition and, talk to it in a loving way, it will respond, no matter who you are. And I'm sure there's so many examples of people with these experiences, how you have loving your body and taking good care of it and just giving it that honoring and respect that it deserves. It will help your life force and keep you light in the world, most definitely. I'm not sure what you were laughing at, and she's loving it. Oh, the drinks. Yeah, maybe 1 or 2 drinks, maybe not 10 drinks. 10 drinks won't be nurturing or nurturing your soul or your body. Might feel good at the time, but yeah, it's not the best way, I don't think. Um, and also, positive relationships, that, I mean, that goes back to your own relationship with yourself. If you're feeling low, not feeling lovable, not feeling deserving, your relationships on the outside will mirror that. So again, it comes back to yourself in changing those things within yourself, your own life, being yourself. You can only be yourself, but you have to find out who that is. And if those in relationship around you can't support that, then that's okay. It's time to make new friends. It's time to a change, or a time just to even stand up for yourself in that way and show who you really are. We're all, we can be taught to love conditionally, but it is about self-acceptance and loving who we are. None of us are perfect. We're perfectly imperfect, which I've said before, and there is no other way. We can't be perfect. Even those in spirit are not perfect. They have greater love, and their energy is huge and expanded. But as more and more we get closer to source, we become that source. That's my belief anyway. I mean, I believe there are many civilizations living even in our universe and beyond, and dimensionally. Are they back at the source yet? Are they perfect? I don't know. If they were, they'd be back absorbed into source. So no matter what level of existence we live on, we're still finding our way back to source and be absorbed by that. And even source itself, it's like the universe, there's 2 sides almost in this universe, I guess. Could be different in different universes, where the light and the dark, the polarity of one is trying to transform the other all the time. So there's this constant movement. And so expecting ourselves to be perfect is really, like, it's unrealistic. It's not even possible. So it's not meaning that you don't try to create more awareness and have a higher consciousness within yourself, but it's just not beating yourself up for not being perfect. And I've certainly had that journey, and I'm sure many others have had that journey as well. So yes, there are many things. Has anyone got any questions in the comment section about any of that I've said? And as before I got on the show, because Renee wasn't able to be here today, I thought I would throw in something. This isn't a reading show, but I thought, I've got one deck of cards and it's about relationships. And I thought, if someone wants to ask, what is something that they could do to create more light within themselves, what would that be? I'll just pull one card for you. So if you would like to do that, it's not so much a question, Betty. This is more just something, a card for you. It's not about will something become something. It's not a futuristic thing. This is about you. And even if you're worrying about a relationship, you have to understand about being in a good relationship with yourself first, because the other will follow. So it is about no one else but you. Okay, so I'm just shuffling. Set this one. Okay. I've got a card here that says about blossoming, you blossoming and being yourself. That is all you have to do. The self-acceptance that I'm good enough, that I am actually good enough. And you have to know the actual truth. It's not enough to just say it. You actually have to believe it and know it as a truth. You may have to think about that. It's a great affirmation, I am enough, but it has to go deeper, much deeper than just saying it and feeling it. You have to know it and be it and practice it. And that's for everyone as well. It's not just you, but this for you, most definitely. And then see your relationships change after that. Most definitely. Okay. You like yourself more each day. Well, that's all you can do. That's great. That's exactly great. You've got to see what is great about you. And that's something, seeing what all of us have to offer. We've all got talents. We've all got abilities that we've got to acknowledge within ourselves. And that gives you helps you hold that light and become brighter. Really acknowledging that in yourself is such an important factor in keeping your light bright. It can be just little things. Doesn't matter. It doesn't have to even be a big thing. It can be something small that you feel you're good at, or that you've done. It's finding something every day where you feel you make a difference, or just in your own life, whether it's yours or anyone else's. It doesn't have to be huge. Just every day that you're meant to be here, no matter who you are. And there's no, it wasn't an accident that you got here, and it wasn't that you're here to be punished, or, people talk about karma. I feel it's more cause and effect. And it's not about paying back or this or that. It's about learning. So like yourself each day. Would anyone else? Anaya, do you want one if you're still here? I don't know if you're still here. Let me know. If you're not, that's okay. So this is not a long show today, but when Anaya and I will be together on another show. But today, I love being on the show. I love doing the show. But for me, it's just felt time to move on and step out, even into the unknown. And that's also something that can help you hold your light. It's the adventure, it's the unknown, even though you're not sure what. It can bring up the energy to bring up your light as well. It's something new. It's not staying in the comfort zone, because we all get caught in the comfort zone. So if you're feeling in a bit of a rut, that everything's too comfortable, or it feels too comfortable, I suggest you try something different. Try something different that you've never done before, or you probably never thought you could do, would be the thing. That will help you bring your light up and bring more confidence into your whole being, and see the results. Okay. So, Anaya, did you want a card for today at all before we go? I know you're there. If you don't, that's okay. I just saw you come back. Maybe not. That's okay. Well, I won't be hosting, but I'm not gone. And I certainly look forward to coming on sometime to Angel Heart Radio with some of the other hosts. And I will see you again. And I'm very grateful to Anaya for having this opportunity to be on Angel Heart Radio. It's been an absolutely wonderful experience. And it's given me a lot of things for me personally. And yeah, truly grateful. So, oh, Edith, you've come in. I was just about to go. I'll do one more card. And I will pick one for Edith. This happened last time I was on, just about to leave, then everyone came on. Okay, one card for you, Edith, for something to help you keep your light in the world. Balance. Balancing your masculine and feminine energies. Okay, so you know that our masculine energy, the doing, has to support, well, it just does. It supports our feminine energy, the receptive, feeling, intuitive energy. So the masculine part of us takes action on that, or stands up for ourselves, all those sorts of things. So for you to keep your light shining brighter and keep it shining, it's important that you pay attention to this aspect and see where it's out of balance. And if you need to get help with understanding how to balance it, just do it. But by definitely doing that, that's going to make a difference in your life. And you'll feel a lot better for it. So I hope that's helped you. You know, there's so many ways you can do that. Finding an energy work that it is balanced with your masculine and feminine. Don't be afraid of your masculine energy. Standing up for oneself, speaking up, and taking the action on what you really want in your life. Okay. Oh, and Pity, thank you. Oh, it's a tiger year, right? Okay. Tiger, yes. That's powerful. Lots of change. It's a creative year. You're welcome, Edith. It's a creative year. So our creative energy sits within that sacral area, and there's a sacred fire there. So focus on that part of you, of what you desire, what you would love, to do it with love and bring it about. Okay. This time I will go, and I'm sure I will see you all at some point on the ethers on here. Sorry, I was just looking at PT. Yes, you're an ox. That's great. All right. Goodbye, everyone, and thank you so much. And I will see you soon. Bye for now.